Mr. President, His Excellency William Ruto amejaribu sana kwa kutoa watu chini anawaleta juu.
Watu wagani ametoa chini akiwaleta juu? Easy empowerment uliona State House juzi, vijana walitokea online wakasema hakuna hata pikipiki walipatiwa. Hakuna ati kutoa watu chini kukuleta juu. Yeye kwanza aliruka alisema ni bottom up. Wewe unaona bottom up mahali. Hebu angalia saa hii kwa tuna job. Angalia vile tumekaa. Wakati ya current regime tulikuwa job 24/7. Umsi hakuna kitu amefanyia watu. Hapa hakuna kudanganyana. Empowerment ya State House uliona. Watu wanaenda wanapatiwa pikipiki, unapigwa picha, ukitoka hakuna pikipiki. Si uliona hiyo story? The next day ati wanathreateniwa. Iko hivyo.
So nini ungependa government change?
Hii government tutaki change, tunataka iondoke. Hii hakuna kuchange. Hii ni iondoke. One time. Hii hata tutaki change, juu yezi change, ni kitu yezi change. Iko hivyo.
Now, in terms of economy, the biggest question we're dealing with is the question of debt.
Yes.
Why are we dealing with debt rising throughout and throughout? Because in 2009, thereabout, 2013, we had the debt ceiling marked by figures that was 9 trillion shillings, marked and put in law that you couldn't borrow above 9 trillion shillings.
55% of the GDP of the country.
That then it was strictly by
amount. Yes, I remember.
Amount, strictly an amount. But then these cartoons in parliament today, all of them, cartoons in parliament, went in and then squashed this or quashed this and said you can now borrow a ratio of the GDP.
Yes.
And they said 55% of the GDP.
Yes.
GDP can.
So it's a moving target.
It's a moving target.
You can't know where it is. The one revolutionary and very disruptive move.
Article 255.
Yes. Is that we are not paying odious debt. Illegal debts.
Now,
because
you see,
we were checking
under
President Uhuru's tenure. And some people are saying, where were you at Uhuru's time? We are not just talking about Ruto. We are talking about Uhuru, because the only time I stopped beating Uhuru is when he made a handshake with Raila. But I had beaten him all along. And we were checking the sovereign debts in his tenure of 10 years.
And perhaps it's important, it's important for us to define what's a sovereign debt.
Yes.
Because many of our audience.
Yeah, you guys have been talking so much about it without explaining what these things are.
Now, when we talk about, let me just touch on it kidogo.
Yes.
If you talk about sovereign debt, Jagero, there is this term sovereign. Now, who is the sovereign?
The people.
The sovereign in Kenya is different in different governments. Now, the sovereign in Kenya is the people.
Yes.
So whoever takes a loan in the name of the sovereign, then takes a loan in the name of the people, which means the people must agree with it.
Yes.
But as current, there's no formula of the people agreeing with it, because even the formula that is existing is not being followed, and that is parliament. Who represent the sovereign?
When you refer to any debt as sovereign, it requires that the people give consent to borrowing. And who are the representatives of the people? It's parliament. So parliament has to approve that you borrow this amount of money. The other thing that makes it sovereign is that it has to come through the consolidated fund. The only bank account belonging to the people. That money coming through that account. And it goes to the projects that benefit the people.
Which should be itemized.
Which should be itemized.
Yes.
That according to the vote head, approval of parliament, the exchequer only releases money according to those vote heads. That according to vote head 5, parliament approved borrowing for construction of Mau Rironi Road.
At 221 billion.
At 221 billion. So that's the money that the exchequer releases for that particular project. So that at the end of the day, we can say, okay, we went for a Eurobond of 221 billion for Mau Rironi Road, and now we are needed to pay. Can we please see Mau Rironi Road?
And see, Joachim, when you're talking about that, I'm just remembering something, Jagero. There's this new foolery that is cropping up in Kenya by the political class, which we must put a stop to, and the sooner the better. We're talking about PPP programs.
Yes.
Now, Kenyans are paying tax, first of all. Like, for example, if you talk about tourism
Most
improvement.
brazen way of
In fact, it's now the most brazen way of stealing. You talk about tourism, you talk about transport, you talk about anything. You talk about, let me put it in context. Today, Kenyans are paying fuel levy, right?
Yes.
Any motorist who pays for fuel, like you pay fuel levy. What is fuel levy? It is money that is held in a particular account for particular developments.
Yes.
There's road maintenance levy as well.
Yes.
You pay so much. Actually, half
52% of your petrol price
cost is tax and levies.
Really?
Yes. And then you're told again,
52%?
yes,
it's taxes.
That's too high.
that's too high. Then you're told, from now for you to use Mau Summit Road, which is going to be constructed afresh through PPP, you have to pay some money. So,
at the infrastructure,
explain for me in a minute what it implies that I pay taxes that should be going to construct a road, but then you found an investor who has money more than the government and is more than the
government
and is willing to build this road. Then you pay him for 27 or 30 years. Then after he's done collecting the money, then he goes away and leaves the road. 27, 30 years.
I hear from
that road
here
is done.
to Nakuru is going to be 3,000.
They're saying it is 890, which I doubt, because even
the Rironi road is going to where?
Rironi, unaona ukimaliza nini? Ukimaliza, is it called Uhuru Highway?
Okay.
If ukimaliza hiyo barrier, that's Rironi. So it's at Rironi, through Limuru, ukienda mpaka Mau Summit. Unajua Mau penye na branch yao tukienda Kisumu.
Going to
Kisumu, then one goes to Eldoret.
Oh, there.
Huko. So it's a very long road.
So that is Mau.
That is Mau.
It's a double road.
Yes, it's a dual.
It's a dual.
It's a dual car.
When is it opening?
They're saying they want to construct it for 1 year or 2 years. I don't know. I'm not
Oh,
certain.
so it's not constructed yet, right?
No,
It's still in the-
it's still in the process. Yes. Now, actually, it's when they want to initiate it. And
Is
it's a foolery.
it the one that Uhuru denied Ruto denied the French company because of the high cost?
Exactly.
Okay.
But it's foolery. It's big foolery. Because you're telling me that somebody has more money than the government and is willing to build that, then he operates it for 27 years or 30 years or 50, whatever number of years it is. Then hand it back to the government when it is dilapidated, because roads normally take between 10 to 25 years.
And again,
Then you're going to repair.
On that same aspect of PPP, do you know that a very huge chunk of land in Galana Kolalu has been leased to a Dubai farm
Yes.
for 99 years?
Yes, that I know. I don't know whether the Yomu knows about it.
I'm hearing for the first time here.
Yeah, it is. I made a video about it at Political Headache.
We are
actually.
a country that are behaving like a very poor man. You know, a poor man would lease his land to some guy somewhere.
I agree.
Apande miwa mara
I
ine,
agree.
instead of using this land for his own benefit.
It happens in our home. I see it. Somebody has an acre of land, then they rent it for 8,000 in a year.
And that person comes in Nairobi.
At our place is less.
Yes.
Look at that. I agree with you.
So we are
It's that
a
business
country
going on.
behaving like a very poor man.
Yeah.
So
But
we
we
have
have the
leased, but we have the money. When we did our calculations as the pattern, we looked at the monies that we are borrowing, if we even need it. You will realize that during budget making process, even
Can we have that calculation at Political Headache? Ama it is only for Safina to
no, we
do
can
politics.
have it. We can have it. We can have it. That's why I'm talking. We can. That's why I am talking about it here. You realize that during the budget making process, even when the minister comes to present the budget estimates and the parliament, you realize that they do not present revenue estimates.
Yes.
They only present expenditure estimates.
Which is illegal.
And they only tell you that according to our projected estimates, we are going to borrow like 1 trillion shillings. But they have not told you how much is the estimated revenue, and they have not put it in the budget.
Yeah.
We look at the calculations and realize that as we speak today, domestic debt alone is 6.2 trillion.
Domestic debt, that means they borrowed from local banks.
Yes. And the other day, we were my party leader was talking about it, that in the last financial year, the top 10 most profitable institutions, 8 of them are banks.
The CEOs are running 200 million, 300 million in a year.
And the other one is a brewery, and the other one is a Safaricom. So the question is, how do banks make money? A bank makes money by loaning it to people to accrue interest so that it can pay its shareholders.
Yeah.
So Kenyans are complaining about the hard economic system. They cannot afford loans. We are talking about non-performing loans accruing to almost 600 billion. So, which means Kenyans are not taking loans.
Yeah.
But somehow banks are making money.
And that is why, Joachim, in the Article 255
Yes.
must be amended by way of a referendum to introduce the clause of borrowing set at a specific limit and open for review by specific standards or specific times. Because if we don't anchor it and push it to popular initiative,
Yes.
then these guys will borrow endlessly and choke us. Because right now we are saying we are using 70 shillings
It's not
of our money.
70,
It's how much a day?
It's 82 shillings.
Now it has gone to 82, which means you're only remaining with the
18 shillings.
18 bob to pay salaries and for development.
Do you know how much money is used to pay salaries by government?
I don't know.
As we speak right now, government is using 980 billion
That's per year.
per year. And
Which means we cannot even sustain the
We
salary.
cannot sustain
we
salary.
cannot pay salary.
the amount
Did you hear
of
that,
money,
Jagero? That we cannot pay salary. The government cannot pay
we
salary.
cannot, according to our own revenue.
Which means we are borrowing to pay salary.
Yes, according to the internal revenue streams that we have,
Jesus Christ.
we cannot even pay salaries to the government staff.
Now,
The 18 shillings that we are using
Yeah.
is the one we were using when Uhuru was getting power. It is the one that we were using to pay debt. So we had 82 shillings to
Going
pay
away.
salaries.
no, we had 18 shillings to pay salaries.
Yeah, at that time, 18 shillings
Was what we were
the
paying.
one to pay debt.
Okay, which was
So the
what
country
Kibaki
remains
left.
with 82 shillings.
Yes, which was fair enough.
Fair enough to pay salaries, government operations and all that. Today, we are remaining with 18 shillings. The amount of money you are going to be taxed in 2027, Uhuru borrowed it in 2016. He already
then-
used it.
Mido nacheza mdhamini si na kaona dai moshi itazivuta vuta, limit ya kuuliza imeongezeka nikoma, naweza shika jag na kanudu sie, nacheza kiroro, naweza fika soko, turirime mdagi meditation naki, shusha kibandaski cha podonde, naweza rada nama vuta izoma.